it's time. Hobby Talk brought to you by Platinum Standard Grading. Very nice. Thank you to the team at Platinum Standard Grading for that one. Mate, best grading company in Australia, according to us, but we think they are. That's for sure. Bulk sub is happening. Definitely get in before, I think it's September 30th, Source. We got the deal. 5 cards for the price of 4. So get your footy, your NRL, get them in and get them graded with PSG. All right, Source. I'm going to quickly rattle off a few things here, and then I am going to throw to you. I'll put out something on our socials about this a bit later on anyway. This is Elements NFL. So that is, release date is tomorrow. Product breakdown. 5 cards per pack, 1 pack per box. Look for 1 base or rookie metal card, 1 base or rookie metal parallel, 1 on-card metal auto, 1 additional auto, and 1 memorabilia card per box on average. Chase on-card autos from all the top 2022 NFL prospects, including Kenny Pickett, Aiden Hutchinson, Garrett Wilson, and many more. Collect mem cards such as Supercharged, Electric, Team Chemistry, and new to 2022 Source, Critical Mass memorabilia and fusion swatches. Hunt for the on-card autos from vets and retired NFL stars in metal moments, heavy metal, and steel SIGs. And new in 2022, chase 4 brand new super short print case hits, Earth, Wind, Fire, and Water, along with the fan favorite Nuclear Source. You got to try and get those bad boys. Earth, Wind, Fire, and Water. I thought they were creating fucking Captain Planet all of a sudden. Before I
was about to say, Captain Planet, he's a hero.
That's genuinely what I thought they were. That's what they were about to create there, Captain Planet card. So let's get the preview going. He's Dak, Jalen Waddle. There's the Nuclear, Joey B Source. Have a look at that. Heavy metal, TJ Watt, Justin Herbert in the neon. Here is a Zach Wilson, Kyler Murray Solar, rookie neon SIGs of a Mac Attack Jones, and then a Proton Patch Auto of Najee Harris. So not a bad looking product, Source. Like they said, you can get a lot of on-card rookie autos, which is fantastic. And obviously vets as well, which is awesome. Also, Source, this week, which I find this actually pretty interesting, pretty cool drop. A bit of an amalgamation of hobbies on this one, Source. I'm not sure if you caught this on the socials this morning. I saw it and I kind of like brushed past it before I read into it a bit more. And it's actually in conjunction with Panini, but Funko and Panini teaming up here for obviously the pop vinyl, but a giant Prism gold card behind the pop vinyl. These are going on release schedule via Dutch auction on the 27th of the 9th, which was LeBron James, which was today. Then we've got LaMelo on the 29th, Doncic on the 4th of October, Zion on the 6th of October, Giannis on the 11th, and Steph Curry on the 13th. They're exclusively available online at Panini Direct. Commemorate an iconic sports trading card for your NBA collection with the Funko Pop trading cards. These collectibles feature a pop figure of your favorite NBA player in uniform to match the Prism Gold art card. The trading card art comes pre-packaged in a protective case that can be hung on your wall. Collect your favorite NBA players and display the Prism Gold art card proudly, releasing the first 2 players this week, starting with LeBron James, followed by LaMelo Ball. The vinyl figure is 4.5 inches tall. Anyway, besides the point, you can have a look at. Here you go. That's what it looks like. Source. The card's protected in there. There's LaMelo, and the other one is LeBron James, and that's what LeBron looks like. So pretty cool Source. A nice, mash up there between hobbies. Obviously, the Funko hobby and the card hobby. So, two pretty cool things there, I thought. Moving on, I'm just trying to get through just some news and stuff that's happening because Saucy's got something he wants to dive into. I don't think this pod will go too long because our connections are shit house. Here's the second ever Source Perfect 10.
Mine's better
rare
after
edition.
I shut the ESPN site, mate, and it's
mine is still horrific. So I'm trying not. I don't want shit quality for people that listen to this. So recently graded Jalen Green blank slate Court Kings rookie. The card received the perfect 10, second ever with the rare edition Mother of Pearl. I thought I could click across in this. I don't know what's happened. It allowed me before.
Maybe not.
Anyway, there you go. Pretty good. And the other one, just this one here, Source. It does allow to click across, but it's maybe I have to do it through there. Yeah, I'm going to do it here. I'll show you this one, which is not working. Hopefully this one works because it's a video and my connection shit. It's not loading. Anyway, it's a... No, it's not working. It is Mosaic Draft Picks, and they pulled the black 1/1 Patty Mahomes, and they go off there a rocker. So definitely jump onto Gem Mint and have a watch of that. All right, Saucy, over to you because there's some interesting stuff that you wanted to discuss. We'll go over to Goldin first, I'm going to guess, because we might as well do Goldin because then the item in question is actually there on Goldin in the sold. Global, we spoke about the Topps Chrome Baseball last week. That stuff up there. So definitely head back to episode 116, have a listen there. Obviously replace that with packs. Those super short print packs randomly inserted.
There was a precedent set, previously by other companies that something similar has happened. So that's sort of the way that they, I guess, fix it up. But yeah, it is a bit of it's unfortunate that the mistake has happened. It's good to see that they're doing 100% to rectify it. But yeah, let's hope there's no more mistakes in the future, which I think is highly unlikely, especially with the way that it's the print runs are now these days. I think there's always going to be errors somewhere, but that's a pretty big stuff up, so it shouldn't really happen. All right, Donna, without further ado, I will bring up the latest auction results from Goldin. Mr. Ken, Mr. Pump, whichever.
I'm not trying. Let's not.
He's hot.
Yeah,
no. It's true. Yeah. That's fact, right? So
that's fact. All right, that's fair enough. I'm trying to be positive.
Back in the 90s, it was the promo Nike, and then it was the Fleer 86.
Well, if we're gonna,
if we're 85 star, mate.
Source, if we're gonna talk about that, in the first literally 15 products, there's 2 different Jordan rookie cards,
I know.
which you'll see. But that PMG, the second card there is so sick.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, I'll see. It'd be good if you had the little quick preview so you didn't have to click into every item. But we'll have a look at it. We'll bring it up. That is beautiful. Precious metal gems, only a 7, but sold for 100 and PSA 7. There's number to 50, 1998, 99 Skybox Metal Universe Precious Metal Gems, Michael Jordan. PSA 7 sold for $192,000 if you don't mind. You had the laundry tag National Treasures rookie patch auto out of from National Treasures for Justin Herbert. BGS 9.5 sold for $228,000. I'm not sure if you caught that the 1/1 with the NFL Shield sold for over $1 million. So the laundry tag goes for 1/4 of the price, which is I guess that Shield commands a premium. I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's like it's the equivalent of a logo man, pretty much.
Yep. So, I mean, if you've got enough money, that much money, I don't think, it's going to matter to you. PSA 10 Jordan down 174. They're sort of, slowly creeping under that 200,000 mark. The 86 Fleer Jordan I'm talking about. There was a Mickey Mantle here, PSA 5, sold for 134,000. Upper Deck 2003 for Upper Deck Exquisite Limited Logos Michael Jordan autograph card. This is a beauty, ladies and gentlemen. I'll bring it up. There it is, number to 75, Michael Jordan. You've received a game used patch trading card personally autographed by Michael Jordan. So game used, geez, doesn't get much better than that. BGS 9.5.
The one thing you will notice, Source, as you go down, the BGS stuff really is like the pricing. I know these ones pretty much hold their value because a lot of the exquisite cards are BGS graded, but you'll see there's a Jordan rookie BGS further down, the Fleer, and it got, there it is.
Jeez.
Absolutely hammered.
Destroyed.
True Gem 9.5.
Wow.
True Gem 9.5, 50 grand.
Oh, I'm just going to put this on the record. If I can get, for the price of one PSA 10, I can get 3 of these 9.5s with a Gem Plus. It's got a 10 centering, Doma.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I saw that. I was just like, I was baffled. But it just shows, like, obviously the 10 is a 10. And if you get a BGS 10, it'd be worth more, clearly. Like, but in saying that.
Come on, Doma. We all know how we've gotten to this point. We all know how we've gotten to this point.
I understand that. But gone are the days, Source. Like, if you're buying cards like this, like at this level, you're looking at it as an investment to hopefully, they're looking at it as an asset class. They want to sell these eventually for profit. So, in my opinion, it's actually not worth buying 3 of those for $50,000 because the way I look at BGS labels on cards and the way that the value of BGS labeled cards are going down compared to PSA labeled cards, like, I reckon it's a good buy because it's cheap if you've got that money for literally a true gem plus the gem mint, at 9.5. Why not? But yeah, BGS label's struggling.
We say that, but then when we go ahead and you go down and hit, there's a whole bunch of modern stuff that's in BGS labels. So why would this person go ahead and put this, LaMelo Ball?
A lot of a lot of people grade that stuff source with BGS because of the Beckett 10, not the Beckett, or the Beckett autograph stuff. That's one thing I have noticed, like the auto stuff, everyone always goes through Beckett over like PSA more often than not.
Yes and no, but I think the word on the street is that Beckett's a lot more lenient with the thicker stock cards because they understand how they
What was the Herbert at the top? The laundry tag. That was a BGS slab, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a BGS as well. So like here you go again. Like a lot of the thicker stock cards, even in new products, is getting put into a BGS slab. I don't know. What does it say?
I like their slabs, man. I don't know. I don't know. Source. I like to be honest with you, I just like the fact that they're using BGS. I actually like that. I really do.
Yeah, he's Anthony Edwards, flawless vertical patch rookie patch auto. There you go. Got a PSA 10 number to 15, flawless, sold for 86K or 80K. And then at the same time, look, he's a Luka the Don, but then he's a Josh Allen that's in BGS. These have come down a hell of a lot. This PSA 10 on
that's gone down a shit ton.
LeBron refractor, that's down a heap, only 51,000. Tops, the 2003 Topps Chrome LeBron James refractor, PSA 10.
Right, what
So
do you got further
some
down now?
interesting. There's some interesting buys here. I mean, look at this Erling Haaland rookie Champions League
Yeah,
jersey. I think
Salzburg.
this is a really cool piece. You know, it's a Salzburg jersey from Champions League match against Liverpool. Apparently, according to this, I'd hope it comes with some sort of official certificate and photo match wearing the jersey. I don't know. Is it? Does he say it's Red Bull Game News jersey? Oh, it looks like he didn't hit the floor because it looks flawless. Not one
He
piece of
doesn't hit the
dirt on it.
floor, mate. He pushes people to the floor.
That's a fair point. He does. There's obviously some 85 Fleer or 84, 85 star Michael Jordan. There's a PSA 8, 86,000. So it's staying true close to that 100K of that comp that Mr. Jeff Wilson, sports card investor, said at the National. He bought one for 100,000, and I have seen them go down to 80. So, but I think that at some point they're going to soften. I think the true test is when one surfaces that's a PSA 9 or a 10, because I think only PSA 8 is the highest grade at the moment of what has been graded. So it'll be interesting to see where that price point hits. Always some crazy Jordans up here. 2005 Upper Deck Exquisite. You can see here, sold for 43,000. 36,000 for
The next two are
Upper
good.
Deck Exquisite.
Open up the Hamilton and the Alcaraz source.
Here we go. Alcaraz. Them up. So here we go. This is an absolute bloodbath, if you ask me, with the PSA 9s previously going for all over 200,000, and then the BGS 9 only going for 32,000. So pretty crazy. The Futera, the Lewis Hamilton rookie. And then here's I think this is a crazy, crazy sale for a guy that's, if there was a number to 50 Roger Federer rookie auto, and this Alcaraz is doing 32K, well then, in my opinion, the Roger Federer is $1 million card.
It's signed match worn relic. Click on it. Open up the card. Match worn
apparel autographed card.
Source. This guy is Luca the Don of tennis. This is Luca the Don. But the difference is he's one more than Luca the Don.
He's one more than Luca the Don. I think there's going to be a harsh reality for a lot of these Alcaraz cards.
Take it back.
If you're not a true tennis lover and you got your hands on some of these cards, make the money while you can. Get rid of them, because I don't think they're going to be higher than what they are now. Anytime in the near future.
He's like that's his comparison is these types of guys. He's like Mbappe. Like he's another guy you can pretty much compare to Alcaraz. Young upcoming guy. He's won a Grand Slam. Mbappe's won a World Cup. He's won multiple League One titles. Hasn't got a Champions League yet, but he's got a World Cup, Mbappe, which a lot of people seem to forget about. Let's be honest, he doesn't have to win one Champions League ever, to be honest. He's got a World Cup. So, yeah, it's an interesting one there, the Alcaraz. But we will get to Mbappe anyway, because there's a few of his, obviously, the PSG collection, Topps PSG collection, on-card autos that sold in this auction.
Here's a nice, this is a
nice
pretty cool
PMG
buy.
there.
And I really like that, it's getting a bit of value. This is a Tim Duncan 1997 Metal Universe Red PMG. It's only a PSA 5, but on these things where they're numbered only at 100, sold for 30K, Doma. So that is a great price for
the Giannis. Two cards, two lots over is so sick.
So there's a Giannis. Well. I believe this is a rookie patch auto.
Patch is filthy.
Silhouettes. So Panini preferred silhouettes, 2013-14. That is an absolute ripper, Doma. That is an absolute ripper.
And then the other one that's nice as well is my boy in the row below it there with the Jaguar patch. Very nice looking card.
Trevor Lawrence. That's a beauty. Nice patch.
Auto 10. PSA 9 Auto 10.
Yeah, PSA 9 Auto 10.
I'll be honest with you, Source. Like the BGS label looks so good when you're grading the auto as well as the card. With that like gold box there for the 10 auto. It just looks awesome. And there's this will now begin our bit of our well, we'll quickly go through this and then
some crazy sales, man.
go
Like
through
I
some
think that's
Mbappe.
such crazy money. Like I think Scotty Barnes is a player, but to be spending $27,000 on a guy that, I mean, that's crazy money. Oh, I can't fathom spending that money. You can
Not
buy
on Scotty Barnes.
you can buy some MJ autos
Also,
with
I would,
27,000.
yeah, but
Lower end ones
man, if I could, I'd put $27,000 into Luca instead of Scotty Barnes. Personally, if we're going to go with current players, I
So
put money
he's
into Luca. Put that money into Giannis.
for
I put
reference
some
for
of that
people
money
listening,
into Stephen
we
Curry.
talking about Scotty Barnes National Treasures RPA NBA 75th. It's numbered to 75. I mean, it's a beautiful card. It's graded Gem Mint 10 with an order of a 10. But $27,000, I don't know. I wouldn't be comfortable.
1. That's probably why as well. Help the price.
I wouldn't be comfortable. All right. There's a few more here. Obviously, there's always playoffs contenders.
Brady's in there. What else is further down, Source?
Autos.
We'll just
There's
quickly
a few
go
more
through.
down here.
Anyway,
I think this is a
lot.
really strong sale for a Luka card. I mean, rewind two years, you're going to get more on every fucking card. Like, you need to understand that's not where the market is at the moment. But I still think this is a crazy sale for a card that's numbered to 199. That's a PSA 10. I understand it's the color match, but $23,000 for this Luka the Don Prism Blue rookie color match numbered to 199. Pretty good price for modern, in my opinion.
Well, open up that Randy Moss. Just keep it there for a rainy day, just for a second. Just keep it open. We won't go into it just yet. But then type in Mbappe in the search source at the top, and we can run through some.
What's here, Dom? A couple of BBC condom wraps that people pay a premium for. All right, let's put it in Mbappe. Actually, maybe I'll just
Mbappe.
I got to put it in here.
Mbappe.
Here it is.
There we go. All right. Highest price all the way through. There we go.
So there's a few Mbappe's first autos. So anyone who's not aware, the Topps Chrome PSG set that was released has Mbappe's first autographs. So technically, it's his rookie autographs because he hasn't signed any previous cards before. This is his first signing, first release. So technically, it's his rookie autographs. A lot of people in the market are looking at it like that this is his first release. We do know that he's going to be absolutely flooded by Panini because he's doing a thing with Panini as well. So I think there's going to be an abundance of Mbappe autos hitting the market in the near future. The next 1 to 2 years, I think there's going to be an abundance. These are going to be considered his first. So that's why we're looking at these prices. There's the gold, the speckle refractor that's sold, and the black refractor.
Gold's a 10. The speckle is to 30. Is the speckle to 30? Or
speckle is to 30, yes. And this is the jersey number. So he wears number 7. So this is jersey numbered. Number 7, the speckle to 30. That was sold.
In my opinion, I know the numbering, like the print is shorter, source, but the speckle looks the best. It looks better than the black. It looks better than the gold, if you ask me.
Yeah, I would tend to agree, but I can see, like, I don't know. Every single auto, and you can see why none of them have graded the actual auto, Doma, because when you look at these,
yeah, he signed it out outside the box.
Well, they signed it outside the box. Plus, you can also see. Hang on. You can also see there's throating on the pen. So see in there how it's not all joined together. That's what they call throating, and that causes it. Because there's marks and gaps in between that pen line, in between that auto. They don't get 10s. So, it's a buyer's be wary. If I'm spending this type of money, $24,000 on a card, I'm wanting that auto to be a 10 auto. I'm not going to lie. I'm being greedy on this because when you're spending that type of money, you can see also the same thing here, Doma. So I'll bring it up. You can see there's those gaps there, and those gaps there. the loop. And that's why people haven't graded the autos. But this, obviously, at least the card is graded perfectly. I think it's interesting. I do think, people was trying to say, maybe these cards aren't as popular as people thought. I also think, like, obviously the grade that's put on it has something to do with it, but also, people who are buying these cards at these levels do understand the difference between the quality of autograph that is on the card. I think, if this card is the gold to 10 is a 10 auto and a 10 graded card, I couldn't see how it isn't at least a $50,000 card minimum. So
yeah, that's anyway.
Am I a bit worried about the sales of the Mbappe cards? No, because I couldn't give a fuck because I couldn't afford one, and I won't be buying one. But for those punters out there that maybe see this and go, oh, that's a bit lower than I expected, I think you just need to understand that when you're buying a level of card at this magnitude, there has to be some level of patience as well, Doma. You can't just expect to, make this sort of purchase and, it to go up in value 50% in, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. We're not, the hobby isn't where it was 2 years ago. These things take time to mature. You have to be patient and be willing to hold on to the card. So, if you're putting this type of money in it and you're not willing to do that, well, sorry, you could be on here copping a lemon because you are one. Pretty much say it how it is. But, I think people need to relax. These are popular. How come every time I freaking see someone flipping a PSG box, it literally getting bought every time? People are, flipping those boxes they bought for 10K for 18K, and like they're all getting bought up. So look, it's going to take a bit of time. I would like to eventually at some point get an Mbappe auto. Will I be buying one of his first autos? No, because that will be way too expensive. I'll just wait for him to come out in a few more products. And, I couldn't care that it's his second, third, fourth, fifth release of autos. I'm not really fussed. But yeah, I don't know.
And big shout out. Sorry, I was listening to you, paying attention. I was just trying to find someone obviously opened this. Anthony opened this in the Soccer Cards Australia group, and he pulled a gold, a base gold Messi to 10. He pulled a speckle Messi auto, which is one of the very few that has Leo in his auto. He pulled a base Mbappe auto, a Wijnaldum to 10 auto, Neymar base auto, a Xavi Simon speckle auto. But the biggest pull source, of course, was the Super Fractor 101 auto of Sergio Ramos. It's always amazing to be watching someone that opening something and hitting a Super Fractor, which are very, very rare to hit. So congratulations to him. It was a fantastic live to be involved in on the night. It was great to watch.
I'll bring it up.
Hang
on, I've got it there.
Beautiful.
There it is.
There you go. There it is. Very nice.
And then here's the Messi's that he hit.
Messi. There's the one with the Leo, as you can see.
Pretty good. It looks like a pretty decent auto. Yeah, he did say that number to 10 Messi did look good. And then I think he's hit a Merlin auto Messi. That was
another one with the Leo. There you go.
The Leos. So yeah, definitely check out. That's his page there. Make sure you check it out and jump in that Facebook group.
I'll tag it. Don't worry, mate. I'll tag it. Soccer Cards Australia.
Good entertainment. All right, Dom. We're not done. We're not done just yet on the Goldin. So we were talking about those Mbappes, and as I said, don't be stressed. If you're a buyer of these cards, you need to have patience. Don't be stressed with those sales. I think it doesn't reflect truly the Mbappe market, which has cooled, and rightfully so, because I mean, it was pretty crazy. And France has been horrific, and I don't want to give people too much away because we are going to do a big World Cup preview. But I could say it right now. I don't see France winning the World Cup, and they are not one of my teams that I'm picking to win the World Cup.
Source, I get this. Like this guy, just lastly on Mbappe, he's a gun, regardless. Yeah, he might be a bit of a lemon himself, but there is a handful of players that have won World Cups, and there's two of the greatest ever playing the sport at this current point in time in Ronaldo and Messi, and they could finish their careers with never winning one. And it's one thing to win a World Cup, Source, but actually to be probably the key guy in your team to help win that World Cup, like Mbappe was. He won Young Player of the Tournament. He was kicking goals for fun for France. Like it wasn't like he was on the bench and the rest of the team won him the trophy. He was instrumental. If they didn't have him, they probably wouldn't have won it. So those are a lot of things that people should be considering. I know a lot of people go, PSG, they can't win a Champions League. Who gives a shit about a Champions League? Like I said, if he never wins a Champions League in his whole life, who cares?
He'll win Champions League.
He will.
I'll put that on
He will. But he will. But you know what I mean, Sauce? He's got a World Cup. Who cares? He's got a World Cup. He owns his own team. So, this guy, he does what he wants for fun. He owns Panini now. Like, just be mindful. He should actually be, if you're still treating Luka the Don the way you're treating Luka the Don, when he's done absolutely nothing in basketball, why isn't like Mbappe getting treated with the same respect Luka gets in his hobby? That's all I'm saying. And he's achieved a hell of a lot more than what Luka the Don has.
That is most definitely a fair point, Donna.
So anyway, all right, over to the next one.
Enough on Mbappe, enough on the world game, football, also known as soccer. We'll bring this up. This is another type of football, NFL, and it's a collectibles jersey that was sold on the latest Goldin Auction that we were just looking at, and it's a Randy Moss. If you don't know who that is, he's one of the greatest wide receivers to ever play the game. Randy Moss played for the Vikings, Minnesota Vikings. It's a game used, signed, inscribed Minnesota Vikings home jersey sold for $21,600. Right? Here it is. There you go. There's the all the inscriptions.
The Hoff.
You can look Hall of Fame 18. You can look it up. Feel free if you want to. There it is there. I'll bring it up full screen. Now this is a buyer's beware, because in my personal opinion, when these type of items get put to Goldin should be doing their due diligence in researching these items to make sure that they are actually, in fact, what they say they are. Because it's come to the attention that there's been quite a few people who, collectors,
forums for Ravens memorabilia.
Minnesota memorabilia.
Yeah, sorry, Minnesota Vikings memorabilia.
Right, and I've seen this. Shout out South Park Cards. He brought this to my attention, and people have stated that it's a fake jersey sold for $21,000. He goes, and someone said, "I really hope someone here didn't buy it." And obviously this was posted in a Minnesota Vikings, collectors forum that collect memorabilia for Minnesota Vikings. And this gentleman has photo match is way off. Hit marks, threads, and number spacing. The biggest experts in Vikings groups have researched extensively, and it doesn't match any jersey he used in 2004. The original owner also tried to sell in in-game used groups, including this one, and was told it was fake. So he deleted the post and just sent it to Goldin. Really shady and unfortunate for whoever who wasted $20K. So this guy who's gone on and sent this jersey to Goldin eventually first tried to post it on Facebook groups and was told it's fake. People cross-referenced the jersey with jerseys worn in 2004, right? And the thing is with the NFL, there's so many cameras, there is so many imaging, there's so many things that people have literally gone and cross-referenced every single jersey he wore in that year and had a look at the marks on the jersey and saying that they don't match anything that was worn that year. And that's a home jersey. So they only have to go through 8 games, don't forget, of jerseys, because there's only 16 games in the season. So, doesn't wear this, he only wears this jersey at home. It's a buyer's beware, Doma. It's a buyer's beware. And I've said this when I've spoken about, game used memorabilia, saying they're game used jersey. Just having a COA or some sort of, authentication, which most of these things should come with. This has got a JSA, who are supposed to be pretty legit. So also JSA hasn't probably done their due diligence properly in authenticating this item. You need to do more research than just trusting these authentication services. We've seen it in the past. You just want to trust BBCE blindly? Well, you get G.I. Joe cards. All right? So it's a buyer's beware. Whatever you're going to buy, do your research, even when it comes to these items, especially if you are in the echelon of spending $20,000+ on a game-used item of a player. You better damn hope that you're getting the item that you paid for. Because really, does it have the same amount of value of $21,600 if it's not game-used? And it's just a replica jersey signed with Randy Moss with all of those inscriptions? No, it's probably literally $1,000 item or less. Probably a $500 item. Not even joking you. Like the fact that it's game used, it puts that premium on it. And, well, this person's been duped. And you got to be more vigilant, man. And I don't like seeing this stuff, but I talk about these things because it happens. And, you've got these companies like Goldin that people go through and buy. They should be doing more, but they're not because they don't care. Because at the end of the day, they still get their buyer's premium. They still make money off it. So they don't give a fuck, right? So it's up to you as the buyer to do your due diligence. If you're unsure, ask people. And then if they're unsure, hopefully they can put you on to some more experts in that field that can help you out before you go ahead and make these sorts of purchases. But yeah, it does happen, Dom, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it does.
It is unfortunate.
Very unfortunate. But yeah, it is a buyer's beware source. As you said, do your research like we've always said from the get-go. Even when it comes to cards, everything. Do your research. Make sure you're 100% certain. Like Saul said, especially when you're spending 20+K on the item. You want to be 100% sure, not 99.9. That little 0.1% could be the difference of you losing 20K on the item, pretty much. So definitely do the due diligence there. Last couple things, Source, just to finish off. Too Thick Pod, Jeremy and Manny were on their podcast during the week. So thanks to them for having us on. We really do appreciate it. I think it's like the 4th podcast we've been invited on, which we're truly appreciative of. They're great guys. They run a fantastic podcast. It's very informative, very funny. They got a lot of banter. We touched on heaps of stuff. We spoke about the market here in Australia for collectors, grading here in Australia. We just spoke about the hobby in general, about sports in general. And then we just spoke about our daily life, here in Australia, living with some of the most poisonous and deadly creatures known to man. And, they're a bit
having kangaroos in your backyard.
Yeah, man. It was funny. We spoke about it, and then I went out for a walk and I took a photo and I sent it to them. So it was very funny. So they're great guys. Listen to their podcast. It is Too Thick Pod. I will tag them in the description.
Too Thick spelled THICC.
Double C. That's exactly right. The other one, which is fantastic news, Tyson obviously announced he is collaborating once again for the title championship edition with Stephen Curry. We're very happy for Tyson for the fact that he actually gets to meet Steph this time. When he did his last collab with Stephen Curry, it was during COVID, so it was all mail out stuff to him and interaction via technology like Zoom. So it's fantastic that he was able to fly over there, get to meet him in person, have a chat to him, get those cards signed, and getting himself ready to go to release it to the public. We happened to drop our pod the exact same day. There was no timing in that whatsoever. It just happened to be a coincidence. We said to him we were going to drop it on the Friday, and he dropped his post on the Friday. So head over to our page and listen to that as well. We did a bit of a grand final preview with Butters. I understand the grand final was done for the AFL source, but we spoke about Optimum. We will talk about that right now before we finish off the show. It released Sunday, 5 p.m. and was sold out in how long, source?
Like a minute, 2 minutes, sold
2
out.
minutes, I think it was.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah, look, there's been more done for people trying to, fight against cook groups. People want to say that there's bots. In my opinion, it's not bots. It's just people who are opportunistic. And these people in these cook groups, if people don't know what a cook group, it's pretty much just, people that resell and they get into these groups. So there's more information on what's hot to resell, what can you resell. And they all go for anything. They'll go for cards. They'll go for shoes, sneakers, limited edition t-shirts, hoodies, whatever they can make a buck on, they will buy it to try and resell it and flip it and turn a profit. And I tell you what, AFL Select Optimum boxes, command a premium, $325 retail price. I fully expect these boxes to be $750, maybe $850 on the secondary market, somewhere in that vicinity. Last year's Optimum boxes. Man. Well, I'm just saying $850 to be cautious. I really do think it'll be $1,000 because last year's Optimum boxes are $650, and the draft class not as good, rookie class not as good. So I think it'll be more this coming season in the 2022 Optimum. So yeah, look, very very popular. A lot of collectors once again pissed off. I think any of the collectors that were smart enough to sign up to Select's Collectors Club, much similar to what Tyson Beck has now. They have a Select Collectors Club, and you're guaranteed 2 boxes as long as you pay your membership at the start of the season.
I know people get pissed off, but like you said, they made exception this time around. It was maximum of 2 boxes this time around,
yeah, not 4
instead of 4. So as Butters said on our live, it opens up for over 1,000 more people to get their hands on this product. So it is being an opportunist source, being ready to go, being logged in, having everything set up, ready to click on the product.
Stuff to saved in your
credit
browser.
cards already in there. Bang. We've spoken about this before, the process to secure a drop on a product. Have everything pre-filled, ready to go, saved on your browser. Bang, bang, bang.
Only thing you should literally have to type in is your three numbers on the back of your
CVCC. Yes.
Your CVC on the back of your card. That's the only thing you should have to type in. Everything else should already be pre-filled in your browser. And you're going on your website like Select, that you allow you to save your address, pre-populate your address. So none of that stuff you should have to type in. So
we did it. We did it last year when we secured them.
Yeah, we did.
And we ripped them on carnival breaks. We secured 4 boxes each, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Or whatever it was, or 3 boxes, whatever it was.
I think it was.
Yeah, 3 boxes
3
each. We secured it. We had everything ready to go. We spoke about this is how we're going to do it. We'll make sure all our credit card details, which credit card you want to use, is in the system. So when you click on the box and it says MasterCard ending in you click on it. You already have your code. If you don't know it, you have it written down on a piece of paper. So you click in it and you hit the 3 digits. Bang. Done. Submit. It's already pre-populated with your address. You don't need to type any of that crap in. Thanks for coming. And you secure your stock. So I know people pissed off Source, but there was 1,000 extra opportunities for people. So, yeah. I can't wait to see this get ripped. I know Butters locked in some product. I know the Oracle locked in some product. It's going to be nice. Nice to see it getting ripped. I'm pretty sure, I haven't confirmed yet, but the Baby Goat refreshed 100% would have locked in some product. 100% he would have. He was ripping Optimum like it was gone out of fashion last year, that kid. So hopefully he's got some more and can tune into some more of his breaks and get him to rip some stuff in the Discord as well, Source, like he did last year. which was very nice. So if you're in the double coverage Discord, you might get a nice treat to select Optimum. Global says he picked up his first Tyson Bet card with his membership, which was a Kobe White auto source. I don't know if you saw
I did see
Global post that. Congrats, that's awesome. Another way to collect his cards through the Project 2022, Topps Project 2022 Global. I'm not sure if you're huge on soccer, but he's doing that stuff at the moment, and he's revealed on our podcast that his next card, I don't know if it's his next one, but he's doing Samantha Kerr for Chelsea, so the Aussie that is going to drop. There's 9 hours left on the current crop of cards, which we covered last week, into the next lot of cards, which will drop, and we'll keep an eye out on that, and we'll probably post something on our socials. That is everything, Source. Done and dusted. Another episode.
Technical difficulties at the start, but got there in the end.
Yeah, it was, but we got there, Source. We did get there. So thanks to everyone that tuned in. Thanks to everyone that is going to listen to this. Please do us a favor. Share it around. Put it in groups. Let's get us out there. And also, I will finish on this. Another big thank you to Cage from Luca Tigers Bronze. He was on Jay Lee's live, and he actually gave us a shout out, and he said, upcoming pods, that don't get enough recognition that they deserve, that don't have a following as big as them, but deserve it. And they said he dropped us, and he mentioned us and the Two Thick Boys. So thank you once again, Cage. It means a lot to us. He's always been a big backer of our podcast from the get-go. And we'll probably look to get him back on very soon. Had a bit of a chat to him today in the DMs. So we'll get him back on, Cage, the great and powerful Cage. And he'll do his thing on our pod.
Number one lawyer.
Talk some shit. The number one lawyer. So on behalf of myself and the great man Source, keep living, loving, and breathing sport. It's double coverage. Peace out.
Peace.
Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to leave a review on the Apple Podcasting app. Also, follow us on socials, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Talking all sports, double curve.